The ride after we're climbing Whistler's Mountain, in case anybody wonders. Whistler's Mountain is named after the sounds the marmots make that are up top. We began the journey at 1,300 meters above sea level. We will conclude it at 2,265. That's 7,500 feet above sea level. And that makes Jasper Tramway the highest aerial tramway system in Canada. We're moving at a rate of 6 meters per second. The tramway was built in 1964. All components of the tram were replaced over the last 3 to 5 years, except for the cabin you're standing in. That's the original 64. So it was built German tough. You'll notice that Jasper is surrounded by mountain ranges, 5 to be exact. Whistler's Mountain is part of the Trident Range. To the east, to the direct east, to my right, is the Moline Range. Below that is the Athabasca River. It's the longest river in Alberta. The milky white water comes from the river originates at the Columbia Icefield. And what happens when the glaciers move, they pulverize the rock in the mountain and it produces rock flour. When that water meets up with the water from the Miette River that runs west to east, it produces lakes with colors such as Beauvert, Annette, and Edith that you can see, although from here you can't really see the differential colors. But trust me, they're there. You'll be able to see them better when we get up top. Each lake will have about 3 or 4 different shades. As we're going over the tower, ready go. It's way better on the way down. And below the tower is the hiking trail, so if anybody is feeling overly energetic one day, you can actually climb up Whistler. The trail comes out on the west side of the terminal up there. Anybody who also wants to say they conquered Whistler's Mountain, the trail to the summit is behind the terminal. It's 1.2 kilometers long. The hike should take you anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes, so it's doable. Although I will tell you that the weather up there can change rapidly, especially at this time of day. So do so at your own peril. We're climbing into what is known as the sub-alpine region of the mountain. That's, you'll notice by how the trees have suddenly dropped right off. The trees that do make it above ground here, you'll see they average about 3 to 5 feet in height only. That might suggest to you that it's new growth. The fact is the trees are all well over 200 years old, but the growing season is measured in days and weeks, not months, and therefore that's as good as they get as far as height. I like to give them points for perseverance. What we can see to the west because of the forest fire smoke is the Yellowhead Range. That's part of the Continental Divide. That's the Alberta-British Columbia border. It's also home to the tallest peak of the Canadian Rockies, Mount Robson. As I say, it's not guaranteed to see him on any given day because of his altitude. He draws on his own cloud system. He was out earlier today and all week before, so I was hoping that you guys could see him. But again, because before the smoke, he's kind of hiding. He is, however, one magnificent piece of rock. When we do reach the upper terminal, as I told you, there are washrooms and a gift shop on the main floor. There's a restaurant on the second floor if you're feeling hungry or thirsty. There is a boardwalk that surrounds the 3 back sides of the upper terminal. It's an interpretive boardwalk. It has signage to point out the various mountains, why they're named, what they're named, and so forth. We also have staff up there that will be happy to answer any questions, or I'll be happy to answer any questions on your way down. And speaking of coming down, you do this on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you do have places to be please make concessions and allow us enough time to get you down. Last flight of the night is at 8:30. So again, to get you down, please get back to the terminal in time. We never leave anybody up here, but we could leave you and let you sleep with the marmots. They're very cuddly. We will be exiting to the west.